Hi, beautiful beings. I hope you guys are having a great day today. The sun is out again. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Although it's not as warm as it was yesterday, it still feels so good, So make sure you're still, stepping out, getting those light codes, and just feeling the warmth of it, Like I said, it is getting colder. But do not let that weigh you, just flow with the energies, as I've been saying. But yesterday was so beautiful. It was so warm, and I went for my first bike ride with my youngest, finally attached his seat to my bike, and it was great. It was so fun, although it was a challenge because he's like 40 pounds now, so it definitely challenged me, physically. But I love a good challenge, and it was so worth it. It was so fun, just trying to get as many bike rides as I can in before, the snow comes in. But knowing me, honestly, I probably still would ride the bike even with the snow on the ground, because I haven't done that. And, I'm a little wild. I'm a little wild over here. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. I have been picking up on the energies where, like I said, you quantum leaped. So you're feeling so much light inside of you, but that's, we're still human. We're still human, so it's normal to still feel, at certain moments, or have days where you don't feel the best. That is completely normal, and don't be hard on yourself. Allow yourself to feel that, but don't beat yourself up over it. Just process it, feel it, let it be what it is. But remember, that's just part of the human experience, right? To feel everything, and that's the beauty of it. It doesn't define you. Your feelings don't define you. But yeah, that video that I posted, what was it, like a day or two ago, something like that. It was from 2021, which I really want to talk about that for a little bit, because it's really interesting, right? How the universe works. I don't even remember making that video. I don't. Right. So the reason I found that video, which is also amazing in itself, and I was being divinely guided by my higher self to find that video, because I have like 70,000 videos and photos on my phone. Right. And I was scrolling back, in the years prior, to try to find a photo to send to a friend of mine. And in the midst of that, I stumbled across that video, and I was like, what is this? And I just started playing it, and I was like, what? What? Because what I was saying was resonating so much with what's currently going on. And even within myself, it was resonating so much, even with what I'm going through, but even what you guys are going through. And I just heard it, like I said, my higher self led me to that video to be posted right now. And it was just so fucking crazy, because in that video, I was like speaking as if how I'm speaking now that I actually am posting, because I never posted that video. I was holding myself back a lot at that time. Right. And it's just like, wow, and really what it just really just blew my mind. And really what I was saying was like, it's 4:14 on the clock, by the way. What really came in was my past self, right? 2021 Ellie made that video for, obviously for the people at that time, but also for my future self, which is my current self, and you guys at this current moment. And I just had a total fucking, because I was like, and these videos that I'm making right now, I'm creating from my present self, but also for my future self and your guys' future selves, as well as this present moment. Because, the past, present, and future is all happening at the same time. So it's just beautiful confirmation. It's just beautiful how all of that happens, right? Like, I really had to process that, and I was like, what the fuck? And it was just so beautiful. I was like, wow, that is fucking amazing. Just as amazing as the sun right now. Like, wow, like, oh my God, it was just so beautiful, and it was just fucking great. It was great. So yeah, that was powerful. That was powerful. And towards the end of that video, I was referring to something that, you know, came into me that I was going to share with you all, but I was like, I don't know if the people are ready for it yet. And what I was referring to was light language. So at that time, when I had did DMT the second time, I started channeling light language, and I was not even really aware of light language or what it was at that time. It just was flowing out of me. And I was just, you know, and it's interesting, and I might share it. But I have like a voice memo recording of that session, of that DMT session. And it's on there, like when I just started channeling light language. So I might share that, honestly. But that's what I was referring to, because I don't think I specified it towards the end of the video. So I just wanted to, you know, say that now, which is so beautiful and interesting, right? Because at that time, you know, I was like, I don't know how people are going to receive this, you know, although, you know, it's channeling through me because I'm meant to, and the people are meant to receive this. Yeah. And I mean, after that, that's when I started Googling, and I was like, light language, like, what is this? You know, and I found out that there's a bunch of other people as well. And like, it's, you know, it's nothing new. It's nothing, you know, crazy. But it was new to me. As far as like my awareness at the time, you know, and in this human body, you know what I mean, in this human experience. So it was just awesome, and I wanted to just share that with you guys. But like I said, I might share the audio, although I don't know where I would post it, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, no, honestly, that DMT experience, it really, I still go back to that experience because it showed me so much. And I remember back at that time, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video talking about what I saw and what I experienced, because the people need to hear this. Like I need to get this out, you know. And I don't think I ever did. You see what I'm saying? I got in my own way. I don't think I ever did. So you know what, I am going to make a video now. You know, so expect a video coming whenever it comes. Just kind of tapping into that experience because it was so powerful, and it's so relevant to, it's timeless. Like it's what I saw, what was shown, everything, it's still going on at this present moment, and will still continue to go on, and it's just so powerful. But yeah, you see the power of just being connected, you know, and allowing yourself to flow and be divinely guided to whatever you're meant to, and then just not getting in your own way, but just doing it. If it feels right, just doing it. There's so much power and beauty in that, and that's what I did. I was guided to that video, which, like I said, I don't even remember making. I had not came across it, and since when I made it. So that's a beautiful dog. And there's somebody else like on a bike right now. I love that. I love seeing people out in nature, you know, it's just so beautiful. Okay, anywho. So what was I saying? Okay, but yeah, anywho, yeah, like I said, I was guided to that video, and you know, and it just was like, oh my gosh, this is meant to be posted right now. And you know, just not getting in your own way. So don't second think things. Whatever you feel like you're meant to be doing, whatever it is, just do it if it feels right. And you know, if it feels right, you know, that's your intuition, that's your soul speaking. So just follow that. Don't overthink it, just do it. You know, because I could have been like, I don't know, like this is 2021, and like that's an Ellie that yes, I had beautiful moments in that timeline, in that, you know, reality, but there was also a lot of dark times, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you know, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna post it because it just meant to be posted right now. It's meant to be heard. You like, and I was just also kind of upset with myself. I was like, I cannot believe that I like kept this to myself. Like, I can't believe that I didn't post it. Like, what the fuck, Ellie? And that's why I am making these videos now, because I am not going to continue to do that, to hold myself back, you know, overthink shit. I'm just gonna do it, you know what I mean? Because wow, that fucking video and what I was saying was so fucking relevant even right now, because that video was made like during COVID times, which whoo, you know, and it's still relevant. Like, it's just like, what? And that's also the thing. Like, I also realized, like, wow, here I was making that video for people, for other people, but yet this old video of my past self is also helping me right now. Like, she was speaking to me, you know, and for you guys as well. And it's like, whoa. So I also sometimes, you know, rewatch these videos, and there's things that I say in there that days later or whatever will literally make sense with what I'm currently going through in those moments. So I'm also speaking to myself, even though in certain things that I say, I'm channeling for you guys, but a lot of it is also channeling for myself. And I just might not realize it until I, you know, watch these videos. And I'm like, oh my God, like, that's relevant as fuck right now. So these videos that I'm making are also helping me, which is wild. Like, you know, like my past self, you know, because it's just wild. It is just wild. It's wild. But yeah, there's a lot of things that I've been picking up on and that I want to share with you guys today that have been coming in. So what we're currently going through right now, right? We know that there's a big shift that happened, right? And it was like an overnight quantum leap. And that was your higher self coming in and assisting you yourself assisting you, right? Which we say divine intervention, but it's also ourselves, because they are us and we are them, right? But, you know, we are just different expressions of God consciousness, right? You see what I'm saying? So I also had that realization and vision, you know, because I also quantum leaped. You know what I mean? And for me, my higher self showed me something so powerful when I was in meditation. And, you know, it was just this beautiful purple stone that was given to me weeks prior to hold whenever I felt a need of peace, of comfort. And it was later shown to me in a recent meditation that while I was sleeping, my higher self, which is my, you know, Arcturian higher self, with the assistance of my other self, with that stone, they visited me to this current dimension and put that stone inside my heart. And that just woke me up, basically. And so when I woke up, I wasn't in the same reality. Let me take a breather. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't in the same reality. So it's wild, because at certain moments and times I put my higher self separate from myself, when it's really just me in a higher vibration. And, you know, we have so many other selves that are also assisting our present human self. And all your selves are working with one another to assist you, and you're working with them. You know, a lot of times we just don't realize it. And it was just so beautiful. So, you know, I feel like that I wasn't even going to share that message. I wasn't going to share that experience and that I had, because I don't know, I just felt like it was just more so, it was very sacred to me. But I was just told like that I need to share it with you guys, because there's someone out there watching this video whom also experienced the same thing. But like I said, if you're watching this video, if you're watching these videos, you quantum leaped. Now, I don't know if it applies for all of you guys or just some of you guys, but I'm telling you, like, your higher self, with the assistance of your other selves, assisted you in your quantum leaping. You helped yourself, basically, with your other selves. Like, and what we're currently going through right now is kind of, in a sense, a remembrance of what we were experiencing in 2019, 2020, right? Because in 2019, 2020, you were experiencing this time of euphoria, even though the world was crashing down and there was so much craziness going on, you know, COVID and the lockdown and people running around crazy, you know what I mean? Like, not like legit crazy, you know, but they felt like, what the fuck, you know? It was just such a chaotic time, but yet you were not living in that reality of the chaos, right? Of that reality that was being put onto people by the media. You created your own reality, and it was just so euphoric and beautiful and light and like just exciting, and you were just living it the fuck up, right? I mean, we're talking about, we make the best out of it, right? Did we not? I mean, we had drive-in concerts, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though concert venues and a lot of things were closed, what did we do? We had drive-in concerts. Like, we you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's going on right now again, you know? Which is interesting as well, because Trump is also the current president right now, right? That's interesting, you know, and during that time as well. But like I said, there is a major reawakening going on right now. So just like in 2019, specifically 2020, many people started to wake up, you know? So like, what we had was COVID, that was meant to be this very destructive thing, actually woke up a lot of people, right? So many people woke up during that time. And you, as a starseed, already knew that, and you already knew that that was going to happen, and you knew what was happening. You knew that everything that was happening was meant to be happening because it needed to, right? Everything, the system has to dismantle in order for us to rebuild. You see what I'm saying? Because that system was not working, right? So you were just in bliss, right? And like I said, a lot of people were waking up at that time, and the same thing is happening again. You know, a lot of people are waking up once again. And so in those years since, you know, 2021, 2025, in that space, you might have felt like you were just stuck, disconnected, in hibernation. And what's been coming in, oh my gosh, in these past days, is that you might have felt stuck, you might have felt stagnant, you might have felt disconnected, but you weren't. You were just in hibernation. You were just resting, right? But that period of time was also for transformation. It was for healing. It was for learning. It was for knowledge. It was to shed parts of yourself that were not in alignment with where you were going, which is now, right? It was all in preparation, even though at that time it was very hard. It was very hard. It was very dark. You know what I'm saying? And I'm specifically speaking to those that are watching this video, because I'm going to get to it, about the other things I'm about to talk about. But right now I'm specifically talking to these people. Okay, so if it's not resonating with you, then you might resonate with what I'm about to say next, okay? But during that time, you just felt so out of touch, and you know, a lot of you just felt like, what the fuck? Because back then, I was feeling great. I was like in bliss. I was really feeling myself. What the fuck, right? that was needed. You needed to go through that transformation because you needed to learn a lot of things as well. You needed to heal. You needed to learn to choose yourself, right? You had to go through those experiences to gain that wisdom, to be more grounded, to be more in touch with your heart. So yes, those aspects of yourself back then were like marvelous, they were great, they were amazing, but there was also aspects of yourself that were hurting, that were being neglected. And so that time period from 2021 until, you know, up until you quantum leaped was spent to focus on that and to heal that and to face it. Even though it was tough, even though it was hard, you needed to do that to prepare you for this. Yeah, I really hope that's making sense, because I'm trying to explain it the best way that I can, because I'm trying to basically convey images that I'm seeing and was shown into words, but you guys are seeing it. You guys know. If you get it, you get it. But like I said, then, you know, 2021, you know, up until recently, you had another group of starseeds who in that time period were experiencing total bliss, right? Total joy, just feeling aligned, feeling like in their groove. You know what I'm saying? Like doing what they're supposed to be doing to assist others and the earth, right? Just like how you were doing in 2019, 2020. And in those time periods, you had the other group of people, the starseeds, who were then doing that while you were resting, while you were going through your healing and transformation, deep healing, because you've been healing, you know, we're always healing, but it was very deep. It was very heavy, but you got through it. You did it. You know what I'm saying? And so now currently we have that group who is now currently going through that, who is now currently going through the healing, the very deep healing, the transformation, the shedding, to align themselves to their higher self, their highest potential. You know what I'm saying? Because what was shown to me was, you know, there's so many starseeds here on earth, right? But we're not all put to the forefront at the same time, because that would just be exhausting. We would all be exhausted if we're all at the forefront at the same time. But also we have to go through our own healing and our own, you know, journey and our whole and shedding, you know. We have to go through our own lessons. You know what I'm saying? We have to go through our own shit, right? And that's why we're taking turns, basically. And we have been taking turns, you know. For a period of time, one group will be at the forefront while the other group is back here doing their healing, doing their transformation, learning the lessons, and then boom. You see what I'm saying? But it's not a thing of one's ahead of the other. Absolutely not. It's just that this is what allows us to learn, because if we're always assisting other people, when are we really looking at within ourselves, right? If all our energy is going into assisting others and helping the earth and helping others, when are we really looking into ourselves and working out through our own shit? You see what I'm saying? So that's what allows for it. But now you, who I'm speaking to, are now at the forefront again, just like you were in 2019 and 2020. And those that were at the forefront up until now are now taking their time of rest and transformation and learning things. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you fit into that group that is currently right now kind of feeling like disconnected, like stuck, going through some painful shit, this is all in alignment. You are in alignment. You are not out of alignment. You know what I mean? You're not disconnected. You are just going through the journey in which you're meant to go through right now. So just keep trusting that. Keep doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all going to make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't make sense to me. Like, I thought, what the fuck's wrong with me? Like, you know, you're just trying everything that you can to reconnect yourself, but nothing was working. That's because you were meant to be going through that. You were meant to be within your own energy, working on yourself, you know, because it's just like, oh, well, I want to be doing what it is that I'm meant to be doing, you know, right? My soul mission. But you weren't meant to at that time. For these past years, you weren't meant to, because Spirit wanted you to focus on yourself, to attend to yourself, because you spent a lot of time attending to others and not yourself. That's why it was so heavy, because you had a lot of realizations that you needed to care for yourself. That period of rest, of stagnancy, right? Stagnancy, whatever. Like a freeze, was for your highest good. And so if you haven't realized that yet, here's the message. It all happened the way that it was supposed to. And it was all for your greater good. Because now here you come, you're recharged, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And the other group that was doing that while you were resting, now they are taking their time of rest. And when I say rest, I don't mean, and I say rest because you're not stuck. It may feel like you're stuck, but you're not. You're resting. Spirit is asking you to tune into yourself, to attend to yourself, to heal anything that is coming up, to, you know, learn boundaries, to unlearn and relearn, you know what I'm saying, to work out things that you were stuck in or repeating that were not good for you. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, after this quantum leap, you're not the same person. You're not the same person. And same for you, of you guys, if you are feeling stagnant, if you're feeling stuck, you're going to come out of this, you're not going to be the same person. You're not. And in such a beautiful, powerful way. You are literally going to be living in your dream reality. Your dream reality is no longer a dream. It is your current reality. And it's beautiful. It's amazing. So be patient with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you're being called to do, even if it's hard, even if it's painful, do it. Because it's for your greater good. Right? There's the beauty in duality. You see what I'm saying? You know, this human experience wasn't meant to just be perfect. You see what I'm saying? To just be all rainbows and sunshine. No, you have to embrace everything. You know what I'm saying? It's all about perspective. Like I had said in that video, it's about perspective. You see what I'm saying? Because you realize that all the fucking hard shit, all the painful shit, everything that you went through made you a better person. And a lot of times those things that happen, it actually brought wonderful things into your existence. So it's like you had something that was terrible, but something great came out of it. You see what I'm saying? Because you are a master alchemist. Like, you alchemize everything, but you also see the wisdom in everything. You see what I'm saying? I hope I said alchemist. Yeah, I did. I say that right. Oh, gosh. I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, it's like Mercury retrograde and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I don't know. Maybe that is why I've been like stumbling over my words as well. But, you know, I don't like to put blame on anything. I don't like to like label anything really anymore. You know, it's just like flowing with it. It's just like whatever it is. I don't want to label it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it is what it is. I'm just flowing with the existence of it. But yeah, that was a very big, powerful message that that I needed to share with you guys. That was shown to me. Because like I said, there's so many star seeds, and not everyone is at the forefront at the same time. So while there's some that are feeling great, they're like, oh, I quantum fucking leaped, I'm living in my dream reality. There's also some that are like, what the fuck is going on? And that's what was shown to me. So it's like, I need to get this message out to you guys, because, you know, I don't want those of you that are currently going through that to feel like alone and be like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I was going through it too. Like, I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what the fuck's going on with me? Like, I genuinely felt like I was just, okay, I guess I'm just lost myself completely. Like, there's no coming back. Like, because it had went on for so many years. But I also had that inner knowing. I'm like, I just had that inner knowing of like, this is all happening for a reason. I didn't exactly know why, you know what I'm saying? But I knew that whatever I was going through, I was meant to be going through, and I needed to just work through that shit. And I knew that at some point, I was going to be sitting here right now, in this current reality, in this current energy. And so this is a message of hope. You guys keep going. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing fucking wrong with you. You're just meant to be focusing on yourself right now. But being a starseed, you're so used to always giving to others, of being of service to others, that this is what spirit is trying to call you to do. Is, hey, that's great and that's wonderful, yes, but you also have to attend to yourself, honey. You also have to pour that love into yourself. You also have to face and heal your own shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here uplifting others and giving others guidance and your life is a fucking mess. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got shit that you haven't faced within yourself that is weighing you fucking down, that is fucking you up, whether you realize it or not. You have to work through that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that you can then, you know, step into your dream reality, and you're not carrying that, because you can't carry it with you. Ooh, that just came in. You can't carry it with you. That's why you're going through that. That's why you're currently going through that period right now where you're kind of stuck, where you're going through a lot of shit, is because you're meant to be transmuting that, healing that, letting that energy flow, becoming aware of whatever it is that is trying to teach you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't bring it with you into your highest timeline, your highest self. You can't bring it with you. Therefore, you have to heal it right now. You have to feel it right now. You have to learn whatever it is that it's teaching you right now. And then you have to release it slowly. And you have been. Because you're not bringing it with you. You can't. We're talking about your highest timeline, your highest self. You can't bring that shit with you. And you're meant to work through that. So when you do quantum leap, you're able to, because you're not holding a resistance. You're not holding a tight grip to your past timeline, to your past self that needed to be let go already. Right? Because yes, we're always shifting timelines, right? And we're going to other parallel realities. But a lot of times there's not a big shift in it because we're still holding on to shit that we shouldn't be holding on to, that we need to be letting go of, whether it's a job, whether it's a person, whether it's limited beliefs, whether it's trauma, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, bad habits, whatever it is, you are meant to work through it, to let it go, because you can't bring it with you into your highest timeline. That's why it's so heavy, because you're facing now the things that you didn't want to face for a long time. The heaviest of the heaviest shit that you buried so deep within you. That's why it's so heavy right now. Oh man. Wow. The energy is so intense right now. Wow. That's powerful. I literally, before I sat here, started making this video, I told Spirit, I was like, just let whatever needs to come out. Like, just channel whatever needs to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I still have my notebook with things that I've, been, coming in, you know. But I was like, if I meant to give a message from what I've written down, then so be it. But if whatever else comes out, let that come out. So I'm just flowing with it, right? And wow, this is intense. This is powerful. This is really powerful. Because for those of you that quantum leaped, you flowed with it, right? You got tired of having the control and resisting, that you'd like threw your hands up and you were like, whatever it is, I surrender. And that's when you quantum leaped. Because you let go of what was not serving you. You finally let go of it. And you quantum leaped. You made that conscious decision. Even though you surrendered in a sense of frustration, you ended up surrendering into your highest timeline, which is why it was just like, it came out of nowhere. You was like, what the fuck? But like, amazing, beautiful, right? You surrendered out of frustration, but that led you into quantum leaping into your highest timeline, your dream life, your dream self. And that's the beauty of it. That's what Spirit is saying, is when you just flow. Don't try to control. Don't try to figure it out. Just flow with it. You are being guided to exactly what it is that you want. You just have to listen to your intuition, listen to your soul, listen to your spirit. You know what I'm saying? It will guide you. What's meant for you, you already have, because it already exists, but it's all going to align with you into this present reality, because you are just flowing now. And that doesn't mean that you're not, like I said, that doesn't mean you're not going to have periods where you're feeling frustrated, where you're feeling kind of low on energy, or whatever is coming up, let it come up. But don't sit in it. Don't keep carrying it with you. You know what I'm saying? Keep tuning back into yourself. You know, keep meditating. Keep connecting with nature. Keep connecting with yourself. Keep creating. Keep expressing. Do what makes you happy. If it makes your soul happy, that's what you're meant to be doing. Making music, making art. Everything is art, right? Keep doing that. That is you being in alignment. What's making you happy is what's in alignment. Just keep doing that. Oh man. So I also, today was so fucking great too, because Gali Matias, that's how I say his name. Okay, so for you guys that do listen to him, you're like, you're saying it wrong. I don't know, maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I pronounce things the way that I like to pronounce things. So Gali Matias, okay, because I also speak Spanish, even though it's a colonizer language, but anywho, I say Gali Matias. He dropped his album today. No, he didn't drop it today. I saw it today. I guess he dropped it like a couple of days ago, but I just saw it today. And it's just great. It's beautiful. I love Gali Matias so much. Like, I really fucking do. So, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Maybe if you haven't listened to him, I highly recommend you do. Because his music, you know, is just so beautiful. His art is so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's just amazing. And I've been thinking of like maybe creating a playlist and like sharing it with you all, because there's like, I don't know, you know, you have to be so intentional with what you listen to, you know. It's music is frequency, right? So it can either build you up or bring you down. So, you know, it's a conscious choice that you're making. And you know, I don't like keeping things for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I you know what I'm saying? Like, if if I find some good music, I want to share that with you guys, because good music and high vibrational music and just, you know, that kind of music, that's what needs to be at the forefront. And it is, honey. Like, it's the age of Aquarius, right? So that's what's going to be at the forefront. And we need to, you know, support, you know, our beautiful beings that are making, you know, that high vibrational music. You know what I'm saying? It's that time. The time is now. But yeah, you guys, so like I said, if you're feeling like euphoric, if you're feeling like great, and if you're feeling amazing, that's because you quantum leaped already. You took years, you know, in the past years, these past recent years, you know, it was a time of deep transformation, of a lot of healing, a lot of releasing, a lot of learning, a lot of facing yourself. You know what I'm saying? That all led you to here because you couldn't bring that with you into your highest timeline, into your highest self. And for those of you that are currently going through that period of deep healing, transformation, you know, where it kind of feels like everything's just cloudy, flow in that. Don't resist it. Flow in it. Okay? Flow in it. It's happening for a reason. It's all for your highest good, because it's not going to last forever. But it all needs to happen, because you can't bring all of that into your highest timeline. You cannot bring it with you into your highest timeline. You just cannot. Because it won't serve you anymore. And it wasn't serving you. That's why Spirit is asking you to look at it right now and face it. I know it's tough. I know it's hard. I know it's suffocating. But I'm telling you, once you get into your highest timeline, your highest self, your dream life, it's a rebirth, right? So I feel like in a sense, it's kind of like you're going through a dark night of the soul. That's what it could have felt like, right? For all of us that went through it, right? It's like a dark night of the soul. And it's like, well, shit, I went through many dark nights of the soul, right? I know we have. But if you're going through it currently, like, that's just what it feels like. But obviously we know that it's all for a reason, and it's all for our betterment of our soul, of our evolution, of our human experience here. You know what I'm saying? You're learning so much. So keep going. You're doing amazing. You're doing amazing. And you like I said, I don't know, you know, this could be a thing that's just how it continues to go, you know, where it's like we take turns, right? But at least now we know. So if it is in that way that it keeps happening, at least we know. But I genuinely don't think so, because we already worked through literally so fucking much. It's like, shit, it's like you lived like 100 lives in this current lifetime. Like, you already, because all the shit you went through and experienced and everything, it's just like, what more could I go through, right? It's like you've already mastered it. You've already mastered those lessons. You already mastered, you know, all those obstacles, right? And I say obstacles in like with that, because it's just like, yeah, it was an obstacle, but then you got over it and you learned so much from it and you grew so much from it, right? So everything is a blessing, right? Focus on that perspective that everything is happening for your highest good, even if it don't look like it, even if it doesn't feel like it, it is. You know, everything is in divine alignment. Everything is in divine alignment. Shit, like I said, I didn't think that I was going to be sitting here making these videos right now. I thought that I was going to do that once I felt like it was like all situated perfectly how I wanted it to be. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. I just started doing it because Spirit told me to, like, I just followed what my higher self was guiding me to do. You know what I'm saying? And not resisting in it. And I'm just flowing with it. You know what I'm saying? So just flow with it. You got this. We chose this for a reason. We knew what we were getting ourselves into, even though, you know, kind of didn't really have a manual. And we're learning as we go, right? But just embrace the experience. You know, don't focus too much on the past. Don't focus on the future. Focus on the now. Just feel good now. Feel happy now. Be present now. You know, because you don't want to just be living in the past or the future. Okay? The past already happened. The future is currently happening, but don't take away from your current reality, from your current experience, what you are currently perceiving right now. Be grateful for all of it. Have fun with all of it. Create, dance. Okay, Spirit wants me to pull some affirmation cards for you guys. So let me go ahead and pull some affirmation cards for you guys real quick. We have, I am open to receiving the blessings that come my way. Okay, so that's what I'm saying is like flow, right? But in order to receive, you have to let go. Okay? You have to also know that you are worthy of everything that it is that you want. You are worthy of that. You are deserving of that, and you will have it, but you just have to allow it to come in, right? You just have to allow it to come in. I prioritize self-care and nurture my mind, body, and soul. Okay, so see, Spirit is asking you to attend to yourself. Okay? Attend to yourself. Pour into yourself. That's what I'm saying, right? Okay? Focus on yourself. Keep doing what you're doing for yourself. Okay? Whether that's meditating, whatever that looks like for you, creating whatever makes you feel good. Okay? Give that some good love, some good energy. Love yourself. Whew. Okay. I choose to see the beauty and abundance in every moment. This is freaking amazing and powerful. What am I doing? Okay. I choose to see the beauty and abundance in every moment. So regardless of what you're going through, regardless if you're currently going through a tough time right now, regardless of, you know, some days might be cloudy for you, choose to flow and allow whatever it is that is, but do not carry it with you, right? See the knowledge in everything. See beyond what it is that's happening. You see what I'm saying? Don't spiral is what I'm hearing. Maybe some of you guys have been spiraling a little bit. Don't spiral. I radiate confidence and attract positivity. Okay. Yes. Make sure you guys are, you know, affirming that every single day, because you are. You're beautiful. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that you want is coming to you, honey. And if it hasn't started already, it will. It will. I attract meaningful and supportive relationships into my life. Okay. So a lot of you guys, like I said, you might have to be letting go of places, people, things that are not serving you, if you haven't already, to allow the space and energy for that is in alignment for you to come in. I am becoming the best version of myself. You see what I'm saying? For those of you that are currently going through a dark night of the soul, it is all for an alignment, because it's preparing you to step into your highest timeline, into your higher self, into your dream life. So if you needed a message, here it is. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. Okay, you're not stuck. You're not broken. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're cooking. All right, you're simmering. All right? So like, be patient with yourself. And the last one, I achieve greatness in all areas of my life. Okay. So make sure you guys are speaking affirmations into yourself. Okay, dude, do your thing. He's riding that bicycle. Super freaking cool. I love that. I love that. I love that. All right. Okay, so that's all for this video, honestly. I will make another one with, you know, whatever else comes out. Whatever else comes in and comes out. But I love you guys. Be patient with yourself. Make sure you're attending to yourself. Flow with yourself. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. Keep going. Everything is happening the way that it's meant to be happening. Okay, you guys are in your highest timeline. And if you're, like I said, if you are currently going through like a dark night of the soul, it's really just a resting period. Okay, so don't overthink it. Oh, one last thing. I have to. Oh, I know this video is so long now, but I have to. One last thing. I was shown. So, you know, in Interstellar, when they're waiting, when they go to the planets and they, you know, gather all the information that they're meant to gather from that planet to see if it's livable, to see if it can sustain human life, right? They then go to sleep so that they don't age in that like little water bag thing. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen the movie, right? That is what literally was happening to you in those periods where you felt like you were stuck or stagnant. You were just sleeping. You were just in hibernation. You were resting because you were gathering all the knowledge, all the information, but it wasn't time yet. It wasn't time to give it yet. It wasn't time. So you had to just keep it here to rest, right? Until somebody came in, right? Visited your planet, opened it up and woke you up. Then at that moment, that's when it was time to then give that information, to then give that knowledge of what you saw, of what you collected. You see what I'm saying? So while you are in these resting periods, you are just resting because you have all this information, all this knowledge that you are inquiring, right? That you are receiving, that you are, you know what I'm saying? And then when it's time, you will then give that information. You see what I'm saying? But it is all in divine timing. So that was something that was shown to me that was just amazing, honestly. It just wasn't time yet. You see what I'm saying? So for those of you that these past years you were feeling stuck, stagnant, whatever, you were just resting because you were going to use all the things that you learned, everything, all that information, all the knowledge to then, you know, present it now. But you just didn't know that. You see what I'm saying? You just didn't know that at that time. But now is the time. And for those of you that were in the, you know, past recent years, you know, doing all of that, but now you're in resting mode, you are then going to give that information, all that knowledge in which you are obtaining when it's time. Everything is in alignment. So I hope that makes sense. I'll talk about that deeper if I can in another video. But like I said, this video is already so long. But yeah, I love you guys. There's just so much information that comes in that's just like, I really just try to tie it like as much as I can in a video, but it's just so much that comes in. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. And I really want to just get that out to you guys. So, but, you know, everything is happening the way that it's meant to. So, yeah, I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.